Welcome everybody, it's Andrew here with 765 Disc Review. Today I've got the Dynamic Discs Justice. So the flight numbers on this are going to be 5, so it's a mid-range. Then for the Glide, kind of seems like there's a bit of a discrepancy. It seems like at one point in time it was a 3, then it was a 1, or maybe vice versa. So it's supposed to be relatively low on the Glide, maybe we can just call it a 2, right? As far as the turn goes, it's got a 0.5 positive turn, so a little bit different than what you're normally used to, and then a 4 fade. So this is kind of your overstable utility mid, probably not coming out super often. As a forehand thrower, you know, if I have to have a disc that goes hard right, you know, as soon as it leaves my hand, that's probably what I might reach for, is something like the Justice there. Personally, I bag the Deflector, but I'll get to that here in a bit. Or if you're a backhand thrower, you know, if you need something that's short and goes left really quick, this is a great option for you. So if you're somebody that's bugged by beads, it is a beaded mid-range, although I will be honest, as somebody that throws a lot of forehands, a bead on a mid-range or even a fairway driver, you know, if we're thinking like the Stalker or something else, is definitely something that I do not find super comfortable. I will say that the Justice is thin enough that it's not really going to be something that you're going to notice, at least in my opinion and in my experience. So don't let that necessarily stray you away if you're somebody that's like, oh man, I don't throw beaded discs for whatever reason. Totally fine, but definitely still worth a try for you. So as far as the numbers go, I would say it's relatively spot on. So I actually have a really good deal of experience with the Justice because I used to bag it for a long time as my overstable utility mid. So I would say, you know, I had a Lucid one that I was throwing there for a long time. One of the things that I actually like about the Justice mold is for dynamic discs, I feel like the plastic seems to hold its stability, or the mold, whatever it is exactly about this disc here, seems to hold its stability way longer than the other Trilogy plastics in my experience. So I used to throw a lot of Trilogy back in the day, especially when I was first starting out, and it seemed like their discs would beat in so quickly. The Justice was the one exception. I had the same Justice in the bag for probably a couple of years, and it still flew seemingly like the day I got it. So as far as the kind of stability of it goes, it's something, in the durability, I should say, it's something that I think is going to be a little bit unlike, at least my experience personally with Trilogy plastics. If you've had something similar, it may be something to consider, that hey, maybe this disc is going to hold a little bit truer to the flight numbers longer than their other discs. So personally, this is a fluid Justice, so kind of that mix of kind of that softer Lucid plastic. It definitely feels awesome in the hand. It's a little bit domey, but it's not anything too crazy, especially with the soft plastic. It feels like you can kind of dig your fingers into where you would normally want them to be. So that's not a huge deal. I will say that the fluid plastic seems a little less stable than the Lucid plastic that I used to have a lot of experience with. I don't know that it's got that positive turn there for the fluid ones, but it's still pretty overstable. So all in all, definitely one of the best overstable mids out on the market. I personally throw a Deflector now. I think they really do pretty much the same thing. So it's just kind of an availability and or comfort for you. I feel like they feel pretty similar. The Justice might be a touch thinner, but overall, definitely a solid disc worth trying out. Not really anything bad that I have to say about this disc. Like I've said in the past, you know, I think Trilogy disc could be a little bit kind of easy to beat in compared to other disc manufacturers, but the Justice, for one reason or another, has never had that issue for me. So if you're looking for an overstable utility mid, it's definitely worth a try. I can't recommend it enough. So hope you enjoy the throws here coming up. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it.